During my last few trips to Western Pennsylvania, my mission was to bury individuals close to me that were unfortunately victims of drug overdoses. You see, it really doesn't matter who you are, your education level, or economic standing. Drug use and abuse can touch you. We are all, each and every one of us, impacted in some way by this epidemic, whether because of crime or fear or loss of life or higher taxes. I could truthfully say there was a time in my life that I didn't know anyone personally who had died from the ill effects of drugs. That can no longer be said. I'm simply heartbroken by the tragic loss of life in this country as a result of substance abuse. We're losing our young people, our old people, our middle-aged people at an alarming rate. When I see the report of a young person that died unexpectedly at home, listed in the obituary, my heart drops. I come to you today to discuss what may seem a common sense notion to most, that notion being prevention. Prevention is the most cost-effective way to address this phenomenon. Prevention and education go hand in hand. I'm very honored to be a part of this work with the ELM Forum, one that provides not only education but scientific, proven approaches to addressing this issue. Starting from the 2018-2019 academic year, it became mandatory for Pennsylvania public school students in grades 6 through 12 to receive education on preventing opioid abuse, as stated in Act 55. I'm excited to announce that I've been asked to develop a curriculum that can be expanded and taught independently as an elective or used supportively in a classroom within the Newcastle area school district, of which I am proud to be affiliated with. We are, however, not limiting this outreach to Newcastle alone. All coursework that has been developed is in compliance with the Pennsylvania Department of Education standards. The general title of these courses uses the acronym CHOICES, CHOICES, which means children having options in the creation of endorphins. Endorphins are those happy chemicals or hormones that are produced in the brain by various activities. They reduce pain and stress and boost happiness, thereby reducing the need for drugs to achieve those feelings. The first course in this series, Choices, was developed using the Pennsylvania Standard of Health, Safety, and Physical Education for high school students, using the book, One, Only Need Endorphins by Steve True as the foundational text. The developed course aims to inform and enlighten students about drug use and abuse in the United States, while providing positive strategies to prevent, reduce, and avoid substance abuse. This course explores the potential causes and consequences of such behavior. Based on research by Steve True, it's estimated that nearly 20% of all Americans experience mental health issues annually. This course addresses the substance abuse epidemic and the mental health crisis, which encompasses conditions such as depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, chronic anger, and other emotional disturbances. We seek to impart knowledge and awareness of this problem, offering a proven, effective approach to those grappling with chemical dependency. The course emphasizes proactive prevention, but also delves into treatment plans and strategies. So the students will also learn about negative and unintended consequences of drug use and misuse. And the concept of hope in the treatment plan is grounded in logic, science, and practicality. But our ultimate goal is to discourage substance experimentation while encouraging students to find fulfillment in life. The text offers alternative ways of producing endorphins in the brain. Those happy endorphins reduce the need for drugs. Students have been studied, and those studies tell us that endorphins have become to focus on chemical contributions on learning. Child psychologist and martial arts instructor Jennifer Salama commented, "When we feel good, we learn better. Intellectually stimulating the brain when endorphins have been released helps even more." For nearly a decade, neuroscientists have been urging parents and teachers to work on stimulating the good feelings in the brain. So as educators, we can create a learning environment that releases endorphins so that students apply more effort and are better able to focus. We are working toward that end. There is an important connection between mind and body. Gray and Stressley, in their book, Leading Good Schools to Greatness, noted, student learning is the goal, and people are the mechanisms for producing and sustaining student achievements. Orrin Hertz, associate professor of Florida International University, wrote, "In order for us to teach and learn at the highest brain capacity, we can follow certain actions to ignite positive energy that will in turn become a breeding ground for teaching and learning." Dr. Hertz proposed that learning happens at will. Therefore, it should be our goal as educators to articulate and activate free will in learners. That means that we need to create conditions where students are open to new knowledge and eager to learn. It is our job to activate these happy brain chemicals upon entering the classroom, regardless of how the lessons are being taught and in whatever setting learning is being delivered. The study of endorphins teaches us that learning leads to happiness and happiness leads to learning. It is easy to conclude that a good frame of mind leads to better learning. University research confirms that there is a link between students with positive feelings and better grades. And so they have found that by doing affirmations, it also activates the reward center of the brain and produces endorphins. Because the majority of thoughts are considered to be negative in content, repeating positive affirmations daily may enable the negative to change into positive. The following affirmations were recommended as examples by Grow, the engineering company, and they could easily be incorporated into a classroom setting. For instance, every day I learn something new and amazing. I improve my ability to retain information daily. Positive. I am a non-stop learning machine. Positive. My learning skills improve every day. And these are just simple statements that prepare students' minds for learning. Just be sure the more endorphins that are produced, the more ready students will be able to learn. As for me, I'm going to try any and all positive advice which enables students to thrive. A second curriculum has also been developed. It is called Choices: The War on Drugs. And again, it aims to educate and enlighten students while providing constructive strategies to prevent, reduce, and avoid substance abuse. This course explains the potential causes and consequences of such behavior and provides knowledge and awareness of the problem, offering a proven and effective approach to individuals struggling with chemical dependency. And this is only the beginning. I envision future coursework in psychology, the natural sciences, social studies, law, and even more. Many possibilities are explored to make this information accessible and easy to understand. These courses may reach one or many, but who can put a price on human life? So if what is taught makes one student or 10 students or 100 students stop and think about their choices, we have succeeded. And so I come to you today asking you to seal your commitment with support. Support in your approach on rethinking how we view substance abuse. Support in your efforts to reach as many members of our family and community as we can while we suffer through this loss of friends and family. Support in your hearts and minds and recognizing that it could have been you, because in the words of John Bradford, there but by the grace of God go I. In other words, if things were different, I might be in the same situation as that other person. The prophet Isaiah wrote chapter 40, verse 31, that with hope, strength can be renewed. We can soar on the wings like eagles, run and not be weary, walk and not faint. I would venture to say that there has been far too much time wasted and too many precious lives lost. It's time to open the door to opportunity, to new approaches, and to new possibilities. It is time to fly. We can take up this cause and succeed. We can teach and empower our young people to soar. May you walk away from this video with renewed enthusiasm that together we can make a difference. Thank you.